It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
7.
Yeah,
Welcome to the
you
morning
got caught
show.
trying to mess with me. I see how you are. I'm trying to count down, do the right thing, and you're
Hey,
shouting out
you
all
can-
these numbers, and you got caught. People saw you.
You can go ahead and bring me back when I'm saying 7. It's okay.
That's
I don't mind at all.
7's a long ways from 1.
I know, right?
I don't even start at
not,
7.
Not when you're at 5. I mean, you're still 2.
You're going the wrong direction, though.
But I'm not if I just keep
If
saying
you say
7.
it, well, true.
Just think of how many times I say 7. So I say it as
Who
many
cares?
times as you say 5, 4, 3,
7,
2,
7,
1.
7.
And then I stop saying it.
Morning, Gigi.
I bet you it makes perfect sense to the audience.
No, it don't make perfect sense to anybody but your mind. Your mind is like over here. Everybody else is over here.
That'll work too. It's gonna be fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. 7.
We hope you're having a wonderful morning. Thank you
We
for
are.
tuning in to the morning show on XL7 TV.
We're having a good morning.
Yeah, we are. He was talking to me about this house he was working on putting an antenna, and I said, "Oh, I've got a story for you live on TV about an antenna."
Oh,
He's
here
like,
we go.
"Oh,
All right.
here we go."
All right.
So I'm at my
You got
brother's.
5 seconds. Go.
Blah, 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 blah.
No.
I'm at my brother's house last night.
Okay.
And he is cheap. He doesn't want to have cable. He doesn't want to have internet, but he
I
has
get
a
it.
phone.
I get it. A
He
lot
has
of
a
people do
phone.
that.
Got internet on your phone, right? It's a part of
Yeah.
the package deal. He's got a smart TV, and we just got to talking about, the things he could be watching because he has an antenna.
Yes.
And gets, 36 channels?
Yeah.
Gets this channel. And so he was like, "Can I hotspot?" And I said, "I swore we tried to do that with my phone last time." And I think what we were trying to do was Bluetooth, or no, we were trying to mirror the screen.
Yes.
Right, mirror the screen, smart view
Gotcha.
from your phone. So if I can watch Hulu on my phone and I can put it up on the TV, but you have to have an internet connection on the TV to be able to mirror the phone. It's got to have.
Yes,
the
it's
send
gotta
back and
have-
forth.
yes.
It's got to have the. Okay.
Got to have Wi-Fi.
Okay. So
some
we
kind.
hotspotted.
Okay.
It didn't even occur to me at the time, because I think at the time, this was a couple years back, he didn't even have hotspot phone, and I never used it, so I didn't even think of
Okay.
it. So last night we did it. We hotspotted it, right? Get him all set up with the Netflix and the Hulu and all that. You know what I mean by getting him set up.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm following
And,
you.
yeah, you follow me. And so we get it all done, and I hang out for a little while, and I'm showing him what he can watch, and I'm just like, I wish I could go back and watch all these shows again, because I've already watched them, and some of them I've recently watched, because you binge them now.
Oh, yeah.
So I go home, he sends me a text, "I can't get my antenna channels." And I'm like, why would you want to get your antenna channels when you have all this other stuff? Well, he likes to watch the local news. Okay?
All right, I'm following you.
So I said, well, there should be an input on your
Yeah, on the remote.
on the
TV.
on the TV. Yeah, there's all of your apps, and then there's inputs. You got like AV1, DMI, HDMI,
stuff like that.
Stuff like that. Well, there's usually an antenna one. It says antenna, and you click it, and it says it's not there. And I said, okay. So I started researching it. Well, Roku TV, it's a Roku TV, has live TV. And they gather live channels, from their Roku system. But also they gather your antenna channels. So this channel, the KY3 channel, anything that does broadcast, like we do here. And they put it in that guide now. And so there is no antenna button anymore.
Oh, you just got a guide and it takes
You just
it
got to
directly.
go to live TV. It's a purple app. It says live TV. You click on that, and it's Roku Live TV. But they take all of your antenna channels and put it into that guide with all of the other
Oh, there you
channels
go.
you can get for free through
There you
Roku,
go.
right? Yeah, very good. But before he knew that, he was mad because he wants to watch KY3 while he falls asleep. Okay? So he does a factory reset and deletes everything we
everything.
just did by setting him up an account. I mean, it just like... Anyway, that's
Good
my
story.
story. I know,
Good
right?
story. Poor guy.
I was like,
He's start over.
He's just like, I told you want to stay in the dark ages or you want to come to the 21st century. And he said, I want both. And I said, well, both was there. You just deleted it. Anyway, well, okay, so that's all right. That's not entirely true because he doesn't want to always have to be on hotspot. And if you shut off your hotspot, then the TV is now, then after we set everything up, is totally worthless.
Yes.
Because there's no antenna app anymore that you can just click on. You got to be using live TV. You got to have this hotspot to be able to get to that guide to be able to watch your antenna channels. And he's like, I don't want it always hooked up to my hotspot. And I'm thinking you got unlimited internet access.
Well, usually don't have unlimited hotspot.
No?
No.
Was that run?
They will only give you so much, and then they charge you per, and it can jump up there pretty quick. So you may want to look in that. You'll have unlimited internet on the phone.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you're probably limited to only a certain amount of hotspot.
Okay, that's good to know.
Just
he'd be like, dude, my phone bill was $800. I told you should just get internet. You could go on Next.
There you go.
Never have a problem. But he's like, I don't want to pay it.
I don't blame him.
All right.
All right, we got a show.
Roller Funeral Home.
Great story, though.
I know, right? I hope he's watching. He watches.
You just told on him.
Yeah. Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. They have 29 in the state, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. We're sure to appreciate them in our time of need when we lose a loved one. They sponsor the morning prayer, so let's pause now. Dear Lord, please watch over our nation as we learn to live together once again. It seems that we need you touching us on the shoulder, letting us know that we can get along, we can agree to disagree and still move forward. Please let others know that are stuck way too far left, way too far right, and bring us back to the center. And I think that'll only happen with you, Lord. Please watch over our children, our first responders, and our military, those who put themselves in harm's way for us. They're the reason why we have what we have, the freedom in this country, and that is all by God's blessing. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect, give them a call at 870-425-2161 and ask them about pre-need service. It's always good to have a plan in place for when it's your time. And Scooter and I have talked about it. We've got a plan in place. We know what we want to have happen. Our families know what they're supposed to do. The next step is just getting with Roller Funeral Home and setting it up
all
with
lined
them.
up.
Exactly.
Never know.
You never know. Could be. And with that, let's go ahead and take a break for Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z Team.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team will not leave you hanging.
No, never.
They're not just going to list and leave, I promise you.
No, they want to see you at Walmart and you be tickle pink every time you see them.
Exactly.
They helped you do the right thing. And
that's my realtor.
Yes, that is our realtor right there.
Yep. They thrive on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
everybody does. I remember being in the car business. That's my car guy.
Yeah. You want that.
Yeah.
And there's too many of these people that fly-by-nights or whatever you call them are just looking for the sale rather than helping the person.
That's what I was going to say. Looking for the commission.
Yeah. And they're not that way. Trust me. They will.
Oh, no.
I remember when things were tough and people were upside down, this many, many years ago, in a lot of homes and stuff, because loans were just thrown out very easily. And, there's people that they talk to their situation and they would tell them, hey, this is not probably a really wise move for you because of this.
Yeah.
And what realtor would talk you out of buying a house? But it wasn't right for them, for whether it be their income, whatever was going on.
Right.
They don't want to see people get upside down. They don't want to see people hurting down the road.
No.
And they're here to make it positive.
Because you think if something happens a year down the road, and God forbid they default, they're going to blame the realtor.
Oh, yeah.
They talked me into it.
They talked me
They
into it.
should have told me. But you should also know they're not financial advisors. I'm not a financial advisor. We can just let you know our opinion, and it's our personal opinion. And that's what they're doing. They're gonna let you know their personal opinion. Whether or not you take that advice, it's up to you.
Yep.
You know, but they want to be able to sleep at night, just like I've said that before. I'm not a high-pressure salesperson. I want to be able to sleep at night. I don't want you
They
coming
want you
back.
to look at them as a friend when everything is said and done.
Yeah.
That they were there for you.
Yeah, exactly. And I've had a lot of people say that they've enjoyed me as their salesperson because of that. You know, give them my honest opinion, and we move forward.
I apparently don't know you too well. Okay.
Dang.
No, I'm just kidding.
Let's take a look at the White River, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. That is amazing.
Pretty. The water's cleared up a little bit.
Look how the clouds kind of, it's almost making the land look brighter because I think the sun is bouncing on the clouds and creating kind of a halo effect. I guess if it's
Halo,
not the game. That is beautiful Carter, Arkansas, here in Baxter County. And the horseshoe bend of the White River. Off to the left is the Rainbow Bridge. You can see the train truss. Is there a name for that? I think I've heard Bob say it before. Maybe just tractors or.
Are you talking about the bridge?
Yeah, for the train. Because we got the Rainbow Bridge, but then is the train bridge named anything? Or is it just the train bridge?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. We'll have to look that up.
Okay. And you got the baseball field down there. If you can get yourself a few members, family and friends, you can go down.
Turning green.
Yeah. Starting to turn green. You can go down there and play. They got the ice cold spring with a rope swing. That's good for the middle of July, most definitely. But you can find this beautiful view on retiredarkansas.net, and you can see you have one that changes. It goes into different. There it goes. It moves and changes and zooms
See that
in
water
and out.
moving in it?
And you can see, it's not moving. It's not moving as heavy as it has been before, as fast. It's not as full as it was before last Thursday. It's I guess they've slowed down the generation now, and that helps a lot.
They probably needed to because there's still a lot of water downriver.
Yeah, and they've got to keep them from flooding out.
Yep.
So you hold it in the lake as long as you possibly can till you can feed it again.
Now, I will say, before this last rain, though, they were dumping quite a bit trying to get it down.
Yeah, they were running six units there for at least a week that I can remember. Find these beautiful views on retiredarkansas.net. You can also find the Z-Team listings and the MLS listings in the area. They are licensed in Arkansas and Missouri. So if you're looking for something across the border, you just give them a call, 870-405-0793. They are senior real estate specialists. So if you're looking to downsize to something more manageable or move back with family, they can help sell your home and find you that new one. And if you're looking to move out of state, maybe the kids still live back east or up north or who knows where, they can help you find a realtor in that area that's like-minded and will take care of you just as they will. And that's always nice to have. You don't find many that do that. They'll just be like, oh, yeah, well, we'll sell your home. Hey, is that new down there? That little peninsula sticking out?
I don't know.
That's definitely man-made. I wonder if they got Arkansas Game and Fish to help them with that.
Well, they had to get
somebody,
Corps or somebody. If you're putting something out on water, you better have a permit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is cool. Hey, walk out there and go fish off of it. It looks like, and it goes past it. Look at that beautiful shot. To the left is a little island. What I dubbed the? I already forgot.
I don't remember the island.
That island to the left is David's Island. So
there you go. Now it's David's Island.
Anyway, give Bob and Linda Zadora a call if you're looking to buy or sell a home. They're at 870-405-0793. You can go to retiredarkansas.net to find the listings, the MLS listings. And like I said, they are licensed in Arkansas and Missouri, so they can help you across the border. If you're looking for a view like this, there might be one for sale. And if it is, you better jump on it because they move fast. Let's take a look at the weather, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team.
Our guest is here.
Ah.
All right.
In Mountain Home, it's 46. Harrison 46, Batesville at 50, Yellville at 48, Marshall at 48, Salem at 41, Mountain View at 48, Calico at 46, West Plains, Missouri at 41, Springfield at 38, and Poplar Bluff at 45, St. Louis at 41. National Weather Radar looks like it's going to be in the clear today for golfing. Go golfing. We've got some activity up in South Dakota and down around Arizona and New Mexico off to the West Coast, and Reno, Nevada, and of course Seattle's getting their daily amount of dose of rain. But looks good, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Yes, radar is clear for Arkansas and Missouri all the way through 1 p.m. Watches and warnings, it just looks like up in the Dakotas they have winter weather advisories, and in Arkansas and Missouri it looks to be all clear. Maybe some flood advisories in some areas. You can see across the Mississippi, by the rivers down the Mississippi. 7-day forecast today is partly sunny, high of 59. Tonight is mostly cloudy, then 70% of showers likely, low of 43. Wednesday, showers, then chance of rain, high of 46. Wednesday night, chance of rain, then showers likely, low of 42. Thursday, 80% chance of showers, high of 55. Thursday night, 30% chance of showers, then mostly cloudy and breezy, low of 40. Friday, mostly sunny and breezy, then mostly sunny, high of 57. Friday night, partly cloudy, low of 35. Saturday, 30% chance of showers, high of 54. Oof. 35. What's going on Friday night?
I don't know. It's just going to be cold.
Okay.
Cold weather.
Norfolk Lake water level is at 558.41. Level is 6.41 feet above full pool. They're not generating any. Bull Shoals Lake water level is at 664.38. Level is 5.38 feet above full pool. They are generating 3. I remember the days when I was saying 0.38 feet and not 5.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I just look at your weather, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. And
you want to go ahead and go over some community calendar while you got it?
Yeah, I might as well pull it up. I wanted to go ahead and let everybody know about the Arkansas State University's Trailblazer Auction, March 6th through 10th. It's benefiting the ASU and Mates Athletic Department and the Trailblazer baseball and softball teams. I want you to go ahead and pull this website up real quick. There we go. You can see the softball team here. You can go to, well, it's one.bidpal.net, then /Trailblazer Auction /welcome. But I wanted you to see the items. I'm going to go ahead and click this. Look at what we got here. Got some sponsors. I went to the bottom on me. I'm not sure how. So here you go. You can bid on a 2011 Chevrolet Silverado extended cab automatic V8 with 205,000 miles. Lottery tickets. Looks like art. What we got here? 2 nights at Remshol's Cabin. I mean, look at all the things that you can bid on. Wow, more cars. Well, that's good. Always good. And you can see you got some tickets, Campus Bookstore and Alcove Restaurant gift cards. So yeah, go on there and bid on this stuff. It's for the children.
There you go.
Right? It's for the children. Yeah. And then today, oh, here you can come back to me. Yeah, come back to me. Gray.
Oh, look at all that gray.
Hey, you got it up. So chili supper today. It's finally here. It'll be at the Mountain Home High School cafeteria from 4 to 6 p.m. $5 for a bowl of chili in a to-go container. And if you haven't already purchased the ticket, I'm not sure telling you the email to purchase them. Maybe you can get it when you still go. I don't know.
I would imagine.
Maybe, maybe not. But it is finally here, and we hope they raised a lot of money for their trip to French-speaking Quebec. So, and developing an Ozarks green thumb. That is at First United Methodist Church Fellowship Center at 605 West 6th Street, Mountain Home, Arkansas. That'll be Saturday, March 18th. And they'll have a bunch of featured guests speaking about gardening. Seminar costs $35. It includes lunch. There is limited seating, so register began January 2nd. There might be something left. There might not. I don't know. you can go to www.baxtercountymg.com/spring-seminar.html. And that'll bring up the registration form. You fill that out and then send that and the fee to Catherine Gilmore at 275 Sharon Drive in Mountain Home, Arkansas.
Did want to mention that the Baxter Bomb Squad, or School Bomb Squad, won the Arkansas Regionals this past weekend in Searcy, Arkansas. They competed against 29 other teams from 8 different states, finishing in the top 4 with an impressive record of 9 wins, 3 losses, 0 ties. In the qualifying rounds, the team was first pick of the second alliance, which they were with Sedalia, Missouri, and Texarkana, Arkansas. The Bomb Squad's excellent performance earned them a spot at the World Championship in Houston, Texas.
Very cool.
Additionally, the team wanted to congratulate Emma Sanborn, their driver, for being one of the Arkansas Regional Dean's List finalists. Lastly, the team received the Innovation of Control Award, highlighting their exceptional ability to control their robot. The Bomb Squad's next event will be Bayou Regionals in Kenner, Louisiana, and that will be on March 29th through April 1st.
Very good.
So good job. Congratulations.
Yeah. And I wish you had one of them banners where we can do like news update.
There you go. There you go.
Because
important news. News.
I got some answers.
Uh-oh.
Okay. The Linda Zadora watches the show, of course.
Yes.
And the Train Trestle Bridge.
Train Trestle Bridge is the name of it.
Train Trestle Bridge. And then that little peninsula is on private property. And they built a man-made pier for the RV camping guests. They're still working on the area.
Awesome.
So that's pretty
There
cool.
you go.
Thanks for letting us know, Linda.
Thanks, Linda.
Yeah. All right. We better move along.
Yes, we're way over time.
Yes. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we're going to come back with Kevin Litty, the Baxter County Judge.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Are you
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guest is Kevin Litty, the Baxter County Judge, and you are in your second month, going into third.
Starting my third, yeah.
And third show. How are things going?
Going smoothly. I learn something new, if not every day, every week. For sure.
I bet you do.
For sure. And but it's going smoothly, and a lot of good people around me. So.
Yeah, definitely. I think, every 2 or 3 months, probably every 3 months, I like to reiterate what the Baxter County Judge does. People that just moved to this area, they're not familiar with a judge, a county judge.
Very true, very true.
Because what we've got, I think, 3 states in the union that still have county judges. And so they are the chief elected official over the county. And I'll just let you kind of give an overview of what the county judge is over and the different departments. And
well, the biggest department I'm over would be Road and Bridge, of course. Employs about 44, 45 people, and biggest department by far. And the most going on, within that department. Then you have juvenile services, veteran services, the maintenance for county structures, and it's they all pretty well run themselves for the most part. I deal more closely with the Road and Bridge guys, just to what's going on.
Yeah, and the Human Resources Public Defender's Office, the Prosecuting Attorney District Court, 911 Dispatch, Office of Emergency Management, and they all have department heads that report to you.
The prosecutor's office is under me too. They have department heads. So.
Yeah. But Road and Bridge is by far the biggest, and I guess you got a bridge that opened up.
Yeah, we opened up Denton Ferry last week, and at the request of many folks down there, and they were ready to see that open. It's not complete yet as far as the bridge itself is, but we have some guardrail work down there to do, and of course later on this summer we'll do that state bid. We'll use the state bid project to overlay about 3 miles of asphalt down there. So may have to use the detour again when we do that.
Sure.
Just depends on how it goes, but anyway, the residents down there were ready to see it open, and I don't blame them. It's been
it's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah. They were getting anxious, so we got her opened up for now, and we'll have to do keep a little road work maintained on each end of it while it's open, because it's gravel, and but it'll be a better access for everybody down there just to go ahead and open that bridge up like we did.
I can understand that. I'd want it open too. How long was that closed for?
Man, I don't remember when they started. It was it's been a
while.
It's been a year, yeah.
Been a year?
Yeah, I'd say right in there.
And so they detoured it through a residential area?
Yeah, it was detoured over through the fly-in there on Denton Ferry, so I'm glad them folks, they're probably glad to see less traffic come through there every day. So.
Most definitely. Well, any other projects going on? I know we talked about there was a couple of them while we were here last. I don't remember. I had my notes of which ones it were. But the winter time seems to, slow down doing road work and such as. I mean, you can't really do hot asphalt mix when it's snowing on the ground, so.
No, Road and Bridge superintendent gave me a list the other day of the roads that's going to be overlaid this year or chip and sealed, and there are several of them on the list, probably 6 or 8 or 10, and I don't have that list with me, but they have a busy summer when the weather gets right for overlaying and the chip and sealing, and a few subdivisions, and then of course some county roads also on top of it, but they have a busy summer lined up.
Yeah, that's
good.
It
keeps you guys busy. Once the weather clears a little bit, them guys are hopping.
Yeah.
I mean, they're trying to get as much done, good weather as they can, and you'll see them out all over getting stuff done. They're impressive.
Yeah, and we can't wait to see that.
I know the residents that lives in them areas can't wait to see it either. So
Right. I've got a road I need to tell you about. No, it's a large job. I've always noticed that. I mean, even though you have department heads, you're still over the top of them, and you want to make sure everything runs smoothly. Notes that I've taken in previous ones: inventory of all property, county funds and revenue, even affidavits for, well, I don't know what those are for.
It's just kind of, I look at it like a purchase order. Anything that's purchased comes across the judge's desk as in an affidavit form.
Okay.
Has to be signed by myself.
So I just wrote the word, and I always let them say.
When I worked at the city, it was always called a purchase order.
Okay.
And so now it's at the county, it's an affidavit. So
that I do know. Very good. All right, Ed. Well, we'll take it.
I was going to mention. I know that you have one of those positions that, from listening to past people that have been in those places or in county judge, that it takes a while when you come into office.
Yeah.
You almost got to watch everything develop and see what all's going on, and then kind of get your head around it, because there's so much. And I know that that's the big step. You come in, you take office, and you got to almost learn it before you can start being effective. And now you've been 3 months in, you're probably starting getting in that place where, all right, I'm starting to figure this out. We can start being effective, and I'm sure the way things have been going with your head people and stuff, that there's probably not a whole lot of changes, but I'm sure from talking to you, there was things that kind of streamlined some stuff and make it a little bit more efficient.
Yeah, well, having good people in place when I took office was, a great benefit to me, and because they can, a lot of people think, well, it's a new judge, it's a new time. Things don't change. It just keeps, it's just when you take over, that's from the previous judge's work. You're just continuing with it. One of the things that's very difficult to understand when you're not used to dealing with is how the county budget works. And I was working with it yesterday with the treasurer a little bit, and she was showing me some things. But anyway, just understanding how it works and the process, and it takes a little learning curve to get through that. So, but there's people there that know how to do it and can show you how to do it. So
that's the best part.
Definitely makes a difference. All right, let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back with more from Kevin Litty, the Baxter County Judge.
For the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done, so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. At Litty's Mexican Restaurant, we're here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Litty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Litty's in Gassville. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guest is Kevin Litty, Baxter County Judge. All things road and bridge, but right now, weather permitted. We've got the new health department, and that'll be up and coming. You are soliciting for bids.
Yeah, we sent out a request for qualifications last Saturday. I think was the first day it was published, for an architect and a construction manager. And so we'll run that for about 30 days and see what kind of response we get from folks out here looking to go to work.
And you guys already have the land, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we already have the land.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, over there by the hospital. It's
there at the corner of Buttercup and 6th. Yeah.
Buttercup.
Oh,
my nickname.
Here we go.
Buttercup. Well, very good.
But I don't know if any's came in yet. I doubt it. I doubt it. Being the first ad just went out last Saturday, so
yeah.
I doubt it.
I didn't know if maybe some people just knew that it was coming.
Yeah.
You know, and they were ready to put in a
Well,
bid.
I've had a few phone calls of people that knew it was coming, and how they knew it was coming, I don't know. But I had phone calls wanting to know when we were going to advertise it.
Maybe watching the show.
Yeah.
You know,
Amen.
They hear about the new health department coming, and they know somebody's going to need to construct it and do
It's
the
well
plans
needed,
for it.
though.
It is. Oh yeah, definitely.
Well needed.
I mean, you've been in the one that we have now, and not that it's bad. It's just small. We're growing. The county's growing, and it's time for something bigger. It's time to have something that has a drive-through.
It's going to have a drive-through. Hopefully, be about twice as big as the one they're currently in. So.
So that's it's a worthy project, and I can't wait to see it open up, along with like the community center. That's going to be really fun over there behind Ultimate. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're getting close on it. Maybe it's breaking some ground out there. I hadn't been out there lately. So.
Yeah, the mayor was on, and he had said that they're building the road that goes back behind it, and so. I mean, it's probably still a couple years out, I think.
I'd say it is, yeah. It's going to be pretty big. So when I worked for the city as a police officer, I was able to keep an eye on all that stuff. But not so much anymore. I can't get to drive around like I used to.
Yeah, you got the whole county now. So, well, very good. The quorum court meeting will be held tonight, right?
Yes, quorum court tonight.
What we got on the agenda?
One big item on the agenda, of course, is dealing with the landfill. And that's been the talk of the town, as y'all know, here in the last 45 days. And a lot of people, and including myself, are trying to keep that from opening and hopefully selling even at that. But hopefully this ordinance tonight will give us a little more strength to keep that from happening.
So what is exactly the ordinance talking about?
It's just prohibiting opening and expansions, or opening of the current any future landfills and expansion of that one. So it's kind of three things in one there. But hopefully the main goal is just keep that one from opening.
Yeah. Now how does that work when you do an ordinance? Is it that whoever wants to still try to open it, they have to go through certain legal channels to try to?
It could cause the county to have to go to litigation with the LRS, the company that's trying to buy it. It could. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
Yeah. But if it does come to that, we're prepared to go to move forward to stop it.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think everybody's in agreement that we don't want it.
Well, the county attorney researched it before we ever passed it, and had it before the legislative committee. So tonight it'll be passed or not when it goes in front of the quorum court. And I feel like it'll have unanimous support. So
sure.
I think the city already tried to do something too, if I recall right.
City's doing, they're doing some stuff too. So they're against it. So.
Yeah. What was the biggest downfall of that landfill?
Well, I don't know that I can answer the biggest downfall when it was operation. The things that, our community is concerned about now is where it sits. It sits between the Bull Shoals Lake and Norfolk Lake. And the closest arm of the Norfolk Lake has our water intake in it, which supplies 80% of the people in Baxter County. And the East Pigeon branch of the creek that runs up through there is not far from the south end of the landfill. So, if it ever started to get contaminants in there, then
it's going to run off.
It's going to go right to the lake. So, and that's where our intake is.
Well, that I would say is the biggest downfall of having that, and we definitely don't want it. And there for a while, we were being charged for it being shut down.
Yeah, the states, I think they're dealing with the cost of it now, which is a couple $100,000 a year. I think I've heard the cost to be. So
we no longer see that on our bill.
No, we no longer see it, and the counties, some people have been under opinion, to sell it and get us out from underneath the potential liability of it, which the state may possibly throw back on the county someday. I don't really know how all that works, but I guess some people think it could happen. So anyway, we just soon keep it shut down and go from there.
Yeah, very good. Sounds good. Now, I've pulled up the Baxter County website here, and I see your pictures finally up on there. So that's good to see. But some of the things that I didn't notice, and I didn't know if this stuff down here was new. The road and bridge, where you need to report a road issue, submit work, and order a request.
Yeah, it's been there since I've been in office in January. So
I must have been quick to probably go to the actual judge page, because you can click the drop downs and go to the county judge, sheriff, circuit clerk.
Yeah, right there's where I start every day, and I go to transparency over there on the right hand side, I think, and
right here.
Every affidavit that we were talking about comes across my desk, so I have to go to that. Shows the budget, and then it shows each department's budget. So it has to, before you sign off on an affidavit, you have to go in there and make sure they have the money to pay it. So.
Yeah, definitely. And you've got the 2023 budget on there, so if you want to read everything that goes on, you can go to this BaxterCountyAR.gov. And like I said, I like that one there. Need to report a road issue. That's pretty good. Pay your taxes through your online payment gateway. Search Baxter County properties. I've done that multiple times. And I had somebody send me in the mail that they had a property that's near my house, and do I want to buy it? And they gave me the parcel number, and I looked it up. And on here, I looked it up and found exactly where it sits. And I was like, nope, don't want it.
I've not even looked at the parcel one on there.
But I thought it was pretty neat, and I just wanted to show people. And so I didn't know that the financials and knowledge was on there.
It makes it an easy way to do a part of my job that I have to do with the signing of the affidavits and paying the bills. So
right there you are again. So here you go, official office information of the county judge, executive officer of the county government. So I thought it was pretty neat. Do a little quick
I got
rundown.
a question. Now that you've been in a few months, what's the hardest part of your job that you feel?
Honestly, the hardest part right now that I'm dealing with is just learning how the budget operates.
Yeah.
Where the money's got to go, and then it's got to be appropriated elsewhere. Pass an ordinance to appropriate it, and it's just learning how it works. Really, that's the hardest part of it. And Mickey had talked to me a little bit about the budget, prior to him leaving office, and he was very well educated at the budget, but he'd been there 10 years, so sometimes I try to rush myself, and anxiety gets to me, wanting to learn that budget process, but I know I'll learn it in time, and it's something different with it every day that you learn, so start putting all them things together, and in time it'll be all right.
Yeah, that's what I gotta tell myself, is I don't have to learn everything right now. When I started out at Great Escapes, I wanted to know everything right now, and it's impossible. It's too much information.
Human nature, you want to know it all all now. So
I don't have to wait.
A lot of things, a person can teach themselves, but there's a lot of things with this job that you don't teach yourself. You rely, I rely on the treasurer, Janae Mize, to teach me how this budget works, and she's been doing it for 10 years. So.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thankful for her. Yeah. Thankful for all the other staff that you have. It seems like the county's in good shape. We've got The budget is good and balanced. Don't owe on anything, do we?
No, don't owe anything. Don't owe on anything.
Don't owe on anything.
Budget's in good shape.
Got good equipment.
Income's still good, so hopefully it stays there. And pretty good equipment, I think. And of course, we could always like to have better equipment or newer equipment, but we do have good equipment, and everything's in good shape, I believe.
That's excellent. Well, so, how about anything personal going on?
Oh, not much. I've been feeding a lot of cattle all winter. I'm glad to get that over. That's coming to an end here. About the first of next month. I'm glad that's about over. You get tired of putting out hay for 5 or 6 months. But,
I wouldn't know anything about that.
He eases the pocketbook.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm ready for green grass. It's just it's a vicious cycle. You feed hay all winter, and then as soon as the grass gets here, you're baling hay and putting it in the barn and getting ready for next winter again. So, but anyway, I'm ready to see green grass. I'm sure everybody is.
Yeah. I know a lot of people that do that. One of my old bosses at Ultimate, he runs cattle. I couldn't do it. I'm not a farmer. So, but I appreciate you getting the beef ready for me.
Me and my brother just got into it. Just happened to get into it. We wasn't raised that way. And,
okay.
And both of us work full-time jobs and do a little cattle on the side. And
yeah.
How many head you got?
We got about 150 cows. So.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, own or lease the land.
We lease everything we've got, other than he owns 60 acres. My brother owns 60 acres there where we live, but we lease everything we've got.
Yeah. How many acres does 150 head of cattle need?
Oh, we probably run them on 500 total.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot more than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, probably have about another 500 of acres that we cut for hay. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, I didn't realize they would need that, but I guess they eat a lot.
They eat a lot.
All they do.
That's all they do. Yeah.
Is eat.
So you're gonna be praying for some of this rain in summertime.
Yeah, rain looks good. I'd like
keep that green going.
I'd like for it to get just dry enough to put out some fertilizer. It's time to fertilize. So.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of places got standing water on them right now. So.
Including under my house.
A lot of people have that problem. I do not have that problem.
No. Yeah, mine does. Only when it gets like really bad. I need to put a sub pump underneath it. I just haven't done it.
If you don't have one, it's what you better get one.
Yeah, I need to put it under.
I know that you guys, we went through winter and we've had a couple storms and stuff, and now that we've got spring coming in, I know you guys are probably geared up for the rain and what it does to some of these gravel roads. And we still have a lot of gravel roads in the county. County's a big area.
Yeah.
And, we have a lot of damage that happens with the rain and stuff like that. And like we were talking about it, my road's one of them. When we get a really hard rain, it kind of starts cutting a trench and stuff like that, and it just takes time to get everything. I know everybody's talking about, it'd be nice to have all paved roads, but man, the bill of that would be enormous.
Oh yeah.
Oh, definitely. And then when you got a road that only has 2 or 3 people living on it.
Yeah, and some people don't realize really how rural some parts of this county are until you get out and drive around. But and it's we live in a type of terrain that when we'll have a flood in 5 minutes and in 10 minutes it's gone. So it comes and goes quick. But a lot of our water ends up in one place, and that causes problems. So.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever been deep down in Ray Valley?
You've
probably been deep down in Ray Valley.
I've been way down in there. Yeah.
Those are some roads.
Yeah. Go get down around North Fork, Lone Rock.
Yes.
Push Mountain down in there.
It's
some people don't know them places exist, but they do.
Yeah. Parents got a farm out there in Push Mountain, and it's out there.
Mm-hmm. Where the banjos play. No,
we've got a road out
but
there.
They're considered people from the other side of the river.
Right. Well, I can understand that you get to the roads as you can. If it's a heavily populated area, they're probably going to be first on the list because you got more people running up and down it and more people calling in letting you know. But when you get into something that only has 2 or 3 people on it, you just try to keep it patched. I know there's one you were talking about that every time it rains out past 4 or 5 years, and it's time to just fix it because now you're throwing good money after bad going down there with more gravel, more manpower. They put in the time, and then it washes out again.
Yeah, it's nice to fix everything right, that one time, keep from going back. But it's hard to do every area like that. And like I said, we have so much water just gathers up in one place, and you can't control it. And or when it comes to 2 or 3 inch rain, it runs all of our roads in 2 or 3 hours, and it takes us several weeks to get them back. So
yeah, no, I can understand. And people need to understand that too. It is a large county that we've got a lot of rural areas, a lot of gravel roads. And it's just impossible the money that it would cost to fix everything right the first time. You wish you could. And eventually it will get to that point as we grow. And more revenue comes in, you're able to do more roads, and you'll get to it eventually.
Yeah, the Road and Bridge has a big list of roads that they're going to chip and seal and overlay this year, and that'll make several hundred folks happy by the end of summer by the time they get done with that. So
yeah. Emily, mine is designated county, even though it's inside the bypass. It's funny how that works. Mine's off Buzzard Roost Road.
Oh, yeah.
On the inside of the bypass, but then you cut down on my street.
What's your street there?
Green Ivy.
Is that close to Woodland? Is that close to the Woodland right in there? They're going to overlay that subdivision right there close to the bypass. As soon as you turn off the bypass on Buzzard Roost, hang a left right in there.
Hang a left, back. Yeah, some friends of mine.
They're going to overlay all that right in there this year.
Yeah,
Woodland's one of the streets in there. So.
Okay, yeah, ours is it's just narrow.
Yeah,
ours is narrow. So when you get two people coming towards each other, one always pulls off to the side to let the other.
Well, we try to build streets with a 50-foot right of way, or roads with a 50-foot right of way nowadays. Some of the smaller streets you can still chip and seal them without that, but back in the early days they just chip and seal one lane, so it makes it difficult. And there is still a lot of subdivisions. It's kind of one lane. You got to pull off and let it barely around. But anyway, most of the newer roads we try to build with 50-foot right of way.
Right. I look forward to happening to mine one day. I've got a road to tell you about. Well, it's got to be a tough job, but it seems like you're easing into it pretty well. I know, a year from now, we won't even be talking about how you're getting adjusted to it. I think it takes a good year to I've been at Great Escapes almost a year, and now I'm finally feeling comfortable.
Well, I was told prior to taking off it'd take you a year to learn the job, and it'll take you the next year you'll try to learn how to do things you want to do.
Right.
So
yeah, and start implementing some of the ideas that you came in with. So. What would be once you get acclimated? What is one of the top priorities that you have?
Well, I think as county judge, we just have a very proactive road system. Try to spend every dime we can spend without breaking the county on improving our roads, and that's probably one of the biggest requests I've had in the first 60 days on the job is to improve my road. So I think we have to just strive to have the best road program we can have.
Yeah. Have you had a lot of people call in so far?
A lot. A lot about roads, and most things are that most of their complaints are fixable.
Yes.
Until that next big flood or something like we was talking about, but most requests are they're fixable. So
yeah, anybody just come up and walk into your office? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of them like to come see us.
They like to see the face to face. Yeah. Sometimes it makes a difference when you're coming in and asking for something.
Some mornings you'll walk in, you think it's going to be a quiet morning, and it's not. So
usually a Monday after a weekend of rain.
Yeah.
You still got one more quick break.
Oh. I'm sorry.
You went right through it?
I went right through it. All right, let's go ahead and take a break. We'll come back with Kevin Litty, Baxter County Judge.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Don't blame you.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with Kevin Litty, the Baxter County Judge. He's in his 3rd month and doing very good. And we hope nothing but the best for him while he's learning how to do this huge list of things that the county judge is over. But I think you're doing a pretty good job. So with that, anything that...
Court meeting tonight, is it going to be a pretty long one, or is it a short one?
The agenda's pretty short. Yeah, it's pretty short.
It's a monthly ordinance appropriating funds in the budget. The court will hear an ordinance prohibiting the development of a new or reopening the solid waste landfill in Baxter County, and hear a resolution recognizing the outstanding contribution and performance of the AmeriCorps organization.
There's a couple of speakers scheduled prior to the meeting starting there that'll take a little time, but overall it's a short agenda. So.
Yeah, and you can watch that here on XL7-TV.
Yep, have it on our Facebook.
Yep, they'll have it on Facebook, so you can never miss a meeting if you want to watch it. You don't have to go to the county courthouse. You can watch it right here.
It's hard to believe we're going into our third quorum court meeting, under my tenure as judge, and it seems like it's flying by.
Oh,
that first one was a nervous wreck. So now kind of like my first day on the job. I walked in here. That's the first thing I did. Now it's routine. Now it seems like so.
Right. Well, and it makes it go by faster and faster because we meet once a month.
Yeah.
So, I mean, next month will be April. It'll be like that month already went by that fast.
Yeah, Tuesdays, the first Tuesday every month's a long day, starting here and finishing up the quorum court. So.
I understand completely. I was helping them do the basketball games, and it was 12-hour days to 15-hour days.
Yeah.
And that's a long day.
A long day.
Yeah. I wish the girls would have won their playoff game, but I'm kind of glad.
Yeah, get it over with.
So, but well, I was asked at the end because is anything you can think of that I missed?
No, I think you covered most of it there. It's the county's in good shape, along with I think everybody around us. Things are going smoothly, and always look for good public input too, not just bad. And don't, if you have a complaint or a concern, don't hesitate to call the office, and we'll do our best to take care of them for you.
Sure, very good. Especially if you've got a washed out road, you want to contact them as quickly as possible so they can get down there, because you'll get them on the schedule quickly.
Yep. You can actually go, like you said, straight to the site now and click on that and put report anything. That's pretty handy. Yeah,
you go on to BaxterCountyAR.gov and you'll see the Road and Bridge report a road issue. You can also call in to the Baxter County Judge office.
Or just go in and sit down with them.
Just go in and sit down with them. Knock on the door and say hello.
Now, the court meetings, they're open to anybody that wants to come. So
yes, they're open
anybody that wants to go there and see how it all works and everything.
I figured we might draw a little bigger crowd. We've been drawing a big crowd, actually, and for the past 2 months. And I figure it might be a little bigger tonight with the landfill on the agenda. So
yeah. Well, hopefully that just never comes to pass, that it just stays closed down.
Yeah. Hopefully we can just keep it like it is and move on.
Yeah.
I think they get the hint with the city kind of being against it and the county being against it. And
yeah.
You never know, though. Those people are in for a fight. They're looking at money.
Yep.
That's what it's all about. The old mighty dollar. That's the way the world runs, isn't it? Anyway, we got about a minute left. We want to thank everybody for watching. And if you got any questions or concerns, you can contact Kevin Litty, Baxter County Judge. You go to the website, give him a call. What's his phone number there? We got that here. We'll go to elected.
Yeah, I'd have to look on my...
Let's see, 870-425-2755.
There you go.
So give him a call, Office of the County Judge. Very good. Well,
Quorum Court meeting starts at 6. You can go to XL7-TV Facebook page and watch it live.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Well, we'll be back tomorrow. Who we have? Mayor?
I've got to look. I don't remember who we got tomorrow.
I think it might have been the mayor.
We'll look.
Yep. Anyways, we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a great sunshiny day. It's going to be beautiful out there, I think. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Today looks good.
Yeah.